Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Can you say "I" on the chat, please? Yeah, Malaki, it's 11 now from Mozambique. So we are starting now. Can anyone please say "I" on the chat and tell me that you are hearing my audio, my sound? Hi, hi, hi. Okay, so we have sound and video, so we are ready to go. Okay, so good morning, everyone. This is the webinar number 6. We started in the end of March with this series of 12 weeks, 12 webinars. It has been a very good experience, I have to tell you. I'm very happy that we started with this initiative, having webinars every week, sharing tips and experiences and inviting guests. Today, it's just me and you, so I want you to share with me your experiences also. And what we are going to share today is about survive and thrive after this pandemic comes back to a new normal. And before we start, it's always the same. I want to ask you to participate on the chat. Share your experiences, share your challenges. What do you want to have here to help you on any kind of issues that you are having in your businesses at the moment? So please share, don't be shy. And at the end of the webinar, as always, we have a special offer. We are offering the 90 days free trial for Desk2You. I will speak about that later in today. So the first thing is, first poll. I want you to please answer this poll that you will see on the screen now. And what is your position in your business at the moment? Please answer the poll. So it's important for us to know what kind of position, what is your role in the business at the moment. Okay. So I believe that everybody answered by now. So you can see the results now in your screen, I believe. And we see that the majority is on the CEO or owner of the business or general manager level. So this is exactly for you here today. So let's go back to the slides. And the second thing I want to ask you is to share your name and your business name and industry in the chat, please. Your name you already know because when you share it's there. So please just share your business name and your industry. You can use these also to communicate with each other and create connections. So please don't be shy. Okay, so Malaika Advogados, Tax and Legal. Thank you, Malaika. What else? Please share what is your business and your industry. Okay, Thomas, consulting. Okay, so while we wait for the other answers, I will move on. So survive and grow stronger. There was an author in the 20th century, Jim Rohn. The ones that don't know Jim Rohn, just Google Jim Rohn and you will find millions of videos and articles and books. There is a quote from Jim Rohn is, "Don't wish it was easier, wish you were better." So what does it mean? In times like the ones we are living today, things are not going to be easier. Things are not being easier at the moment. Probably most of the businesses are suffering with what's happening in the world today. That's not only in Mozambique and in Europe, it's everywhere. Some industries will suffer or will have to shut down, and other industries will reinvent themselves and start growing better and stronger than they never had before. So the main thing here is wish you were better. So it's to learn with books, to learn with videos, to learn with training, with webinars, with workshops, with everything we can access today online, to prepare ourselves to survive, to help survive the survival mode that we are now. And after the survival mode, and it's probably just a few weeks, that we will start seeing some recovery of the economy, and we must be ready and prepared for what will happen after that. So the first thing I see that everybody is recommending, all the specialists, is savings and cut costs, renegotiate. So what can we do to reduce our costs, reduce our expenses, renegotiate? I will give you my experience. In our business, we understood that the three main expenses or costs of our business were the salaries that we have to keep, because we want to protect our team and we want to keep our team. The second cost was travel and accommodation. That's really interesting that we were spending so much time and resources traveling around Mozambique, because we have business, we have clients in Maputo, we have clients in Beira, we have clients in Pemba, we have clients in Chimoio, we have clients in Tete. So we spent a lot of time traveling, and a lot of money also. That was the second one. And the third one was office rentals. So these three main expenses, two of them we are seeing now, because we are working from home for almost 6 weeks now. We are we already completed 5 weeks of working from home, all the team. So we are not using any of the office spaces that we have rented in Pemba, Maputo, and Beira. We are not traveling, but we keep serving and satisfying all our customers, because the amount of support requests from our clients didn't reduce, keeps the same. We keep having doing a lot of marketing. We keep doing diagnostics with new clients. We keep doing sales meetings. We keep doing prospection. Our sales team keeps doing cold calling and prospection. I will speak about that also. So everything that we were used to do before in person, and with all the time that were spent on this traveling, this driving, even if you are just in Maputo, and you make simple maths of how much time you spend in the car in average per day, just because you meet a client in the morning or you meet a client in the afternoon, and just the go to the client, the parking, the coming back. So let's say just 1 hour per day. It's probably more than 1 hour. If we're just spending 1 hour per day, we are spending at least 5 hours per week, right? So if we count only 4 weeks, we are spending 20 hours per month. So 20 hours is 2.5 days, 2.5 days of work, if we work 8 hours per day. So can you imagine that we are spending 2.5 days? So at the end of the year, it's more than 25 days. If we count only 10 months, it's 25 days of wasted time that we are not producing because we are just in the car, we are just parking, we are just driving. Maybe we are listening an audio book, but we can use that time much better today. Another question I have to you, who is working from home at the moment, and who is working from the office? Please share on the chat. Who is working from home and who is working from office? I am working from home, as I already told you. Totally working from home, Malaika, home office, Thomas, okay. Okay, so the working from home for us was not really quintessential working from home. Also, thank you, Vicky. David is 50-50, okay. Client side, okay, because it's operations, I believe, so must be on site. So for us, because we are technology business, we develop software, we implement software. It was not difficult to move all our team. It was in less than 48 hours. Everybody was working from home. It was just create the conditions at home, because we were used to that. Because we have people distributed in our team, distributed from Europe, from Mozambique, from Beira, from Maputo, sometimes in the clients, sometimes in Pemba. So it was not a very difference for us. It's just that we are not seeing each other at the offices anymore, just on Zoom calls and this kind of thing. Okay, second thing, keep marketing. And when I say marketing, it's not just the marketing as it was done before, because today people are not really looking to buy anything, but they are looking to answers. So that's a very different approach. We don't call people because we want to sell them something. No, we call people because we have answers for what they are living today. Let's give you an example. If you are on a restaurant business or on a catering business, why don't you call your customers, or why don't you call prospects, telling them that you have a new service that can help them, and maybe they can have a trial for the first dinner that they want to receive at home for free with 50% reduction. So that's it. People need solutions for what they are living now. They don't want to buy, they want answers. That's the first thing. Communication is another thing. We cannot stop communicate. We must communicate using all the media, all the ways. Communicating like I'm doing now with you, if making webinars, making videos, writing articles, everything can be done today. And we have more time at home, so we have more time to create content and to deliver content. Another communication that has to be done is keep communicating every day with your existing customers. Don't abandon them. They want to know that you are alive. They want to know that you are still working. They want to know that you are always available to help them to survive and to prepare themselves, their businesses to grow. So communication. So today's selling is not just the selling that it was before. Today's selling is creating a message, nurture with content your potential customers of the future. Okay, so that's what you have to do now. Reinvent. Most businesses, probably all the businesses, will have to reinvent themselves. And the reinvention can be just stop doing things on the client and start doing things in online with conference calls, with Zoom calls, or whatever you want to use. Other things can be stop receiving the clients in your restaurant site and delivering dinners at home with do-it-yourself manual to prepare a dinner at home. So many things must be reinvented in our business. There is a book, it's a yellow book, it's Thinker Toys. I will put you the link of the book here on the chat. Thinker Toys, it's a book that helps you with techniques for creativity. I think it's really interesting. I'm reading that book at the moment. I don't have it here now. It's on the other room, but it's a yellow book. The link is there. And one of the techniques that is on that book is the technique named Scamper. And as you can see, Scamper are the initials for substitute, combine, adapt, magnify or minimize, put to other use, eliminate, and reverse or rearrange. Okay? This slide that you see here is from a guy called Paul Sloan. If you search him at YouTube, you will find that he has a lot of videos. I also researched some videos for this webinar. The link doesn't work. Okay, so let me try to help you with Thinker Toys handbook. Okay, maybe there was some character that didn't. Okay. Can you try now? Okay. There was something at the end of the link that was not supposed to be there. Thinker Toys. Can you see it now? I'm sure you will. I will share with you a couple of links also from YouTube. These are videos. Perfect now. Okay, thank you, Malaika. These are videos, YouTube videos. One is from this guy, Paul Sloan. The other one is from another guy. I don't remember his name, but it's like a small step-by-step creativity exercise using the Scamper method. Okay, basically they are using peanut butter and as a base product, and they want to reinvent that product to create something else different. And he shows you how he's substituting something, combining, adapting, magnifying, and all the other steps to do that. So please look at that, read the book if you want, look for videos about Sinker Toys. You will find a lot about that. So reinvent our businesses. The next step is reduce or eliminate possible risks that we have. And the risks that we have, now I will speak more about technology risks, especially about software and IT resources that we have. This is not something new. This is not happening just now that we have a pandemic of COVID. In the last years, the number of cyber attacks has increased a lot. And the most typical cyber attacks now are the ransomwares. So someone attacks your system and your data becomes encrypted, and they ask you for a ransom to give you a key to decrypt your data. So this is something very usual in these days. We've seen companies, businesses in Mozambique being attacked. I'm speaking about small business and small and medium businesses, not just the big ones. The big ones are also being attacked. There was in the news 2 weeks ago that the power energy company in Portugal, EDP, was also attacked. And the ransom was millions of dollars. When it's a small business, it's probably less, but it's always a lot of money. So this is one of the risks that we have at the moment. But this is not something new. Does anyone knows what is this picture? This picture was taken in 2001. Do you guys remember what happened in 2001? New York, September 11. So in 2001, it was 19 years ago, in September, there was an attack in New York to the Twin Towers, and all the world suffered with these things. A lot of measures were implemented in the airports, in the businesses, in the banking system. So a lot of the things that we see today as usual were not as usual 20 years ago. And why? Because people learned, the governments, the countries, the companies, the businesses learned, and they started implementing new measures to reduce and avoid risk. IT downtime. So what are the main reasons why a business or organization suffers IT downtime every year? As you can see here, the main reasons are power outages. This is not so unusual in the market where we are, especially if you are out of Maputo. That's something really that happens really often. Hardware error, human error, virus and malware, cyber attacks, natural disasters. That's something that we are really close to also, because you all remember that last year we had a cyclone in Beira and a cyclone in Pemba, and on-site disaster, so something that happened in the office. So all of our businesses, all the businesses that are using in-house solutions to their IT systems, for their operational systems, for their financial systems, for their payroll systems. All of them are exposed to this kind of causes for downtime. Okay, after that, we have to prepare for the future, as I said before. So we have to use all of these things that we saw before. Save and cut costs, keep marketing, reinvent your business, eliminate risk to prepare yourself for the future. Okay, so these are only a few tips. I'm not trying to be a specialist of these things. No, I'm just sharing what I've been learning in the last week, especially about these things. Most of the things that we are doing now, we were already doing before, but now it makes much more sense. So now communication and marketing makes much more sense. Reinventing the business, we are putting online some solutions that were kind of forgotten inside our business, and we have put them online now because we understand that businesses are really looking for these kind of solutions. So eliminate risk, that's what I will be speaking after now. How to reduce risk and eliminate risk on the IT, having cloud solutions. So we have to do all of these things to be prepared for what's coming after. And I saw someone on a video, Oprah Winfrey, the American TV star, saying that people are waiting to come back to the normal, but people will be coming back to a new normal. So this is very important. We will probably never be back to the normal as we knew the normal before. Because these kind of things that are happening now, like pandemics, this is first it's not well researched yet, so this is completely new. The scientific community doesn't know really what is this. There is no vaccine. There is not enough information to know how to deal with these things. And that's why we see different countries, even just in Europe, different countries with different approaches to this, because there is nothing saying that it must be with lockdowns or it must be with other prevention measures. So that's not clear yet. So the new normal will be probably different than the old normal. So the traveling, the physical contact, the shopping, the daily things, even the schooling. Schools and teachers and students understood now that it's possible to do online schooling. Of course, probably it's not 100% online schooling that we want to have. Should be a mix. I was asking our team yesterday who would like to stay working at home in the future, who would like to be 100% office, but most of them said that they want to be 50-50. They want to stay at home when they feel like that, and they want to go to the office when they feel like that. So we are all humans. We need interaction. We need to go outside. We need to breathe fresh. We need the fresh air. We need the sun. So that's the new future. Many businesses will understand that it's actually possible to work without being in office. Sorry. So, what are the solutions that we have at WebAI to help you guys and to help businesses in Africa to be stronger for the new normal. It's all about cloud. So a lot of people still saying that cloud, maybe it's not safe, it's not secure, but everybody has a Gmail account or a Hotmail account or some kind of free email service today. And all of these email accounts are hosted on a cloud environment. So that's not something new. We have been using Gmail and email accounts hosted on cloud for many years, more than 10 years. So security today is not anymore an issue with cloud because, sorry, it's much more secure having something in a real cloud environment on real data centers, with real security and encryption of communication and all of that. That having a local server that can be stolen, that can be hacked, that is exposed to virus, to malware, to ransomware, so to all kind of things that can happen. It's also very risky today to have local servers in our office if we don't have a real data center to protect our server from floods, from fire, with the right aircon to maintain the temperature, to the right backup system, disaster recovery plan. So all of these things probably are not existing in 99% of small and medium businesses. Another big advantage is mobility. If it's in the cloud, I can access from everywhere. And depending on the kind of applications, I can access with a Windows computer, I can access with an Android device, I can access with an Apple computer. So that's not something limited to specific kind of computers or clients. Teleworking and working from home is what we are living today. So if we have solutions on the cloud, we are not limited. We don't have restrictions. The cost, so for the financial managers, for the business owners, the cost of IT is much lesser. The initial investment of IT infrastructure doesn't exist when we go to cloud. I will show you some examples. When we are using cloud solutions, we are typically using a software as a service or a platform as a service. So we pay what we use. So we don't need to buy a big server because we expect that in the next 4 years, we will grow this number of users and we will need that. No, we don't need that because making plans of 4 years today, it's really risky. So we can just have the resources that we need today and that resources as we need them in the future. So some of the cloud solutions we have available at 2IBI. One is Acumatica. Acumatica, it's a cloud ERP. So again, it's a cloud web-based ERP. So it includes all the financials, accounts payable, accounts receivable, invoicing. You can have inventories, you can have warehouse management, you can have operations, field services, manufacturing. So many solutions inside the Acumatica. You have a lot of tools to design and it's ready to use to have dashboards and to have reports and KPIs. I will put you a video here on the chat also that you can see. And for these now, I will just show you a video. It's a 2 minutes video that gives you an overview of what is Acumatica. What is Acumatica? I will stop the slide, start the video.
Acumatica Cloud ERP. Connected business, delivered. Acumatica Cloud ERP provides the best business management solution for digitally resilient companies. Built for mobile and telework scenarios and easily integrated with collaboration tools of your choice, Acumatica delivers flexibility, efficiency, and continuity of operations to growing and mid-market organizations. Acumatica gives you access to your critical ERP information on any device, including laptops, smartphones, and tablets, even offering integrations with Alexa and smartwatches. Acumatica Cloud ERP is business management software and the single source of truth for your business, from the front office all the way through to the back office. Acumatica supports multiple companies and multiple branches, as well as multiple currencies. All departments are connected in real time using Acumatica's platform, which allows your business to collaborate even when working remote. Acumatica is the world's fastest growing cloud ERP, seamlessly connected to support businesses like construction, manufacturing, service management, and so many more. With instant access to reports and financial statements, your organization can remain in control and fully informed, no matter the state of the business. Acumatica's functionality expands to best-in-class applications such as Microsoft 365 for email and lead activity capture, commerce sites like BigCommerce and Shopify to keep your retail sales active at all times, Power BI and Tableau to provide unmatched business intelligence for a razor-sharp view into the state of your business, and other great examples as shown here. As a global technology company, Acumatica maintains disaster recovery and business continuity plans for a wide range of situations. Our future-proof platform enables us to continue moving forward in an ever-changing world of technology. Acumatica Cloud ERP is the best path for transforming your business to thrive in the new digital economy. We are Acumatica, and this is Connected Business Delivered.
Okay, I'm back here. You can, have you lost reception? That's it. If the video was not, did anyone lost reception also, or were you able to watch the video? Any case, you can see the link I put on the chat now to webia.com/en/articles, and you can watch these and other videos on that page when you want. Work at Fort Thomas. They are not listening me. Yes, what, Perpetua? Yes, you are hearing, or yes, you are not hearing me? My connection is a bit intermittent, but still okay. Okay, so let's keep going. So I was saying that if you didn't watch the video, or if you want to re-see the video or other videos with this content, you can come to this link that I'm putting again in the chat. And okay, thank you, Perpetua. And you can watch these and more videos about Acumatica. So other solutions, others than Acumatica. We have another solution using Primavera. So Primavera it's the most used accounting package and ERP package software in Mozambique. Also because it's well accepted by the tax department. We can also certify the Acumatica for Mozambique. So for companies that are using Primavera, David, I will answer that about the connection that is needed. The connections, when we are speaking about real cloud solutions like the one we are seeing now, we don't need a very good internet connection and reliable, because this is not, it's like accessing an internet banking or a Gmail account. We need an internet connection that can be your phone sharing the internet as an hotspot. So it's not really, we don't need dedicated lines and all of these things. No, a simple 3 or 4G connection is good, because when we are speaking about true cloud applications, you just use a browser, an internet browser, to access your application, like Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge or something like that. That's the thing that we are presenting now, because Primavera is a Windows application. So it must be installed normally in a Windows computer with the Windows Server and all of these things. And what we designed in the last weeks to help our clients that are using Primavera is we have a cloud hosting for Primavera, and the access to that Primavera in the cloud is made using a web browser again. So any kind of internet connection is enough to access these things. Okay, so this is very interesting for companies that have been using Primavera and they have Primavera installed on their server or on their computers in the office, and they need now to move to working from home or to remote working, remote access, and they don't have the conditions in the office to do that, because they don't have a server with that capacity, or they don't have the Microsoft licensing to do the remote desktop, or they are using some kind of alternative like TeamViewer or something like that, but it's not the best solution. So we have already clients using this solution. We are also using this solution, so we don't have any more anything in our office. So everything is on cloud and the experience is very good. Other solutions. This is a web application also, Desk2You, that we use internally to manage all the customer support requests. So every time a customer asks us for help, we create a support request. We call it a ticket. We know what is happening with that ticket. So we know that the ticket is open for X days. It should be already answered or not. So we can evaluate the time that is being between the time between the day we received the request and the day it was completed. We know if someone is waiting for an answer, and we know, so this is like a CRM for services, for customer service. So every time someone posts a question to the business, to the organization, this is tracked, and we know always, anytime what is going on. It can be used for other industries. It's already being used for legal offices, lawyers' offices. So every time they have a new process or a request, they can follow that. They can manage the time that is being spent on each of these requests. So if they want to use that time to charge the clients on a time on a timesheet base. You can use that. It's also being used on accounting offices, so they receive requests from the clients. I need a trial balance, I need a balance sheet, I need something like that. I need to know my P&L from last month. So all these kind of things can be managed with Desk2You, and even to manage internal teams. So internal requests from for a company that we have a business now, a company based in Lisbon, and they are in Portugal and in Spain. They are more than 100 employees, and they will start using Desk2You exactly to manage all the internal requests that are being made in the business. So I need to buy this thing, or I need to know what's happening with this thing. I need a new account for a new computer, a new email account for a new person in my team. I need to book flights for this. So you can use this solution to run or if you give tasks to your team also, you can know what's going on and if the task was completed or not. So that's that. This is the one we are giving 90 days free. Before we go on, I see that some people lost the connection. Don't worry, because you will resend a replay of the webinar tomorrow. 24 hours, you will receive a replay, automatic replay. So don't worry about that. And next week also you will have access to all our webinar videos. If you go to our YouTube channel, WebEI at YouTube, you can also find all the webinars that were already recorded, and this one will be uploaded next week. So 90 days free for companies that want to use Desk2You. So it's free. Just tell us. We just need to ask you what is your industry, what are the users you want to use, and it's very easy. In a couple of days, you can start using Desk2You. Okay. So questions. After the free time, the cost is $99 per month. Unlimited users, unlimited operations. There is no limitation. It's a flat fee, $99 per month. More questions? Okay, so I have a question for you guys. From everything that you saw here today, what was the most important thing that you got from this workshop today? What was the most important thing that you got from this workshop? So Thomas is also another question. The server for cloud-based. The servers for cloud can be based in very different points in the world. Depending on the solutions, but we are using services like Amazon Web Services, and they have distributed data centers across the world. So sometimes we use a data center that is in North America, sometimes in Europe, sometimes in Asia. So it's not an issue. And because these kind of data center suppliers have different places, they have also the they are redundant. So if someone is going down in one data center, the application keeps running because there is a replication to another data center. That's another reason why the cloud today is safer and more reliable than having in-house systems. Okay, guys, if no one else is willing to share, I still have a few minutes. Okay. So as I said, we are doing webinars every week. It was our commitment. This is week 6. So next week, the webinar will be in Portuguese with our programmer, software developer, Kevin. Is going to show us what cloud technologies we are using. AWS, Amazon Web Services, one of them. So for those who are more interested in the more technical side, it's a good approach next week. And we will have some good new things to announce in May also. One of them, it will be in the 21 of May. We are doing another webinar about the cash flow forecast for small and medium businesses. So how to produce cash flow forecast reports, and we are launching a new app, again, a cloud web application to help small and medium businesses having a forecast for at least 12 weeks for the business of cash flow. Okay, so thank you, guys. I hope to see you soon on the next workshop, and thank you. Goodbye.